The first Karnataka War from 1746 AD to 1748 AD, or you may call Anglo-French War. On the request of Dupleix, Labordin, a French military leader from Mauritius, invaded Madras and captured it. Now the helpless British to request the help of Anwaruddin, the Nawab of Karnataka. On the request of the British, the army sent by Anwaruddin failed to defeat the French at Madras. Finally, Labordina took money from the English and returned Madras to English and went back to Mauritius. This enraged Dupleix and attempted once again to take Madras, but he failed. Finally, the war ended with a treaty in Europe, France and England, called Treaty of Aix-la-Chapelle. This is the conclusion of First Karnataka War. The Nizam of Hyderabad, Ashaf Jah, died in the year 1748 AD. A tussle started between Ashaf Jah's son Nasir Jang and Ashaf Jah's daughter's son Mujfar Jang for the throne. On the other hand, a fight had broken out between Chanda Sahib, who was released from the Maratha prison. He was a son-in-law of Dost Ali, and Anwaruddin in Karnataka region. In this situation, the French extended their support to Mujfar Jang in Hyderabad, as well as French extended their support to Chanda Sahib in Karnataka region. In another side, the English extended their support to Nasir Jang in Hyderabad and Anwaruddin in Karnataka region, because Anwaruddin helped the British in First Karnataka War. In the year 1749 AD, the combined forces of French, Chanda Sahib and Mujfar Jang defeated Anwaruddin and killed him in the Battle of Ambor. As a result, Chanda Sahib became the ruler of Karnataka region. Muhammad Ali, son of Anwaruddin, stayed at Tiruchinappalli with the help of the British. In Hyderabad also, Mujfar Jang became the Nizam by killing Nasir Jang with the help of French and Chanda Sahib. But Chanda Sahib also killed after a few days. Now the French made Salabat Jang, another son of Ashaf Jah, as the Nizam of Hyderabad. This was the situation before the time of Second Anglo-French War or Second Karnataka War. Now we will discuss about Second Karnataka War, 1749 to 1754 AD. In the changed circumstances, French made Salabat Jang, another son of Ashaf Jah, as the Nizam of Hyderabad. An officer named Buxar was appointed in Hyderabad for protection of Salabat Jang by the French army. In another hand, Chanda Sahib had become the Nawab of Karnataka region with the help of French. Robert Clive, the officer of British East India Company, attacked Arcot, which was the capital city of Karnataka region. Robert Clive defeated Chanda Sahib and he was imprisoned and later on killed. In the place of Chanda Sahib, the English named Muhammad Ali, the son of late Anwaruddin, as the Nawab of Karnataka. The Second Karnataka War concluded with defeat of French and war ended with the Treaty of Pondicherry. After the Second War of Karnataka, the French government recalled Dupleix to their motherland. This war brought laurels to English while the French suffered a political setback. You may observe two important personalities, those are Dupleix and Robert Clive, after the study of these two Karnataka wars, isn't it? Let's we discuss about these two important personalities. Dupleix, he was a French officer. He was appointed as a Governor General of French officials in the year 1742 AD. Dupleix had the high ambitions of establishing the French as a major power in South India. That's why he made so many treaties with local rulers in India. Dupleix strengthened French army in all aspects. Dupleix played an important role in First and Second Karnataka Wars. Later on, the French government recalled Dupleix to their motherland as it wanted peace. Another important personality, that is Robert Clive. Robert Clive was a British officer. Robert Clive, who laid the firm foundation, the British power in India. Clive joined the East India Company as a clerk. He played an important role in the Karnataka Wars, particularly in the siege of Arcot, and played a prominent role in the British victory. Clive was successful in establishing the British rule over South India as well as Bengal victory also. After the Battle of Plasi in 1757 AD, he got control over the Nawaba of Bengal also. Clive was also elected as a member of parliament in British Parliament. Robert Clive was successful in securing the Diwani rights from the British over Bengal, Bihar and Odisha regions. This brought more wealth to Robert Clive and to East India Company as well. These are the two important European personalities which are related to your studies. Now we are ready to move on discussion about Third Anglo-French War, or you may call Third Karnataka War. Third Karnataka War 1756 AD to 1763 AD. In the year 1756, the 7 Years' War were started in Europe. The 7 Years' Wars were started between French and England in Europe. As a result, in the year 1756 AD, the British and French forces started the war in India. This conflict between French and British called as Third Karnataka War in India. The French under Count de Lally captured Fort St. George and attacked the English to acquire Madras in the year 1760 AD. But Lally was defeated by English forces under Sir Eyre in Battle of Vandivash. Vandivash was a place name in the Tamil Nadu region. After this, the French lost their Indian possessions including Pondicherry, Mahe, Karaikal to the British. The war ended with the Treaty of Paris in 1763 AD. As per the Treaty of Paris, Chandranagar and Pondicherry were returned to France, but they were barred from fortifying them and having troops in them. They could have only trading activities. Effect or result of Karnataka Wars. First one, French hopes of building an empire in India were completely collapsed. Second one, the path was clear for the establishment of British colonial rule in India. The British rule in India. After gaining political control over South India, the British tried to gain control over the rich Bengal province in the later on part of 18th century. The Bengal province had achieved tremendous growth in the areas of agriculture, commerce and industry. The East India Company was making considerable profits from this poison. The dastakas issued by the Mughal ruler Farooq Shiar were the main reasons for this. A license that can ensure anyone to import and export without paying any tax and transport goods anywhere. This type of a license or permission was called the dastaka. But these dastakas that were limited to the company transactions were misused by the individuals officers of the company too. This resulted in huge loss to the Bengal government. Hence, all Nawabs from Murshid Ali Khan to Ali Wardi Khan opposed such misuses. Battle of Plasi in the year 1757 AD. Friends, for your kind information, Plasi is a Bengali word. It means a kind of flower or name of a flower. As you know, Ali Wardi Khan, the Nawab of Bengal, died in 1756. His grandson Siraj Uddaul came to power. Siraj Uddaul was best ruler and he was so young. In the year 1756 AD, the Battle of Plassey took place between the young Nawab Siraj Uddaul and the British. Reasons for War of Plassey of 1757. Misuse of dastakas. Siraj Uddaul was furious that the dastakas were misused by the officials of the company, causing losses to the treasury of Bengal government. The second one, fortification of Calcutta by the British without the Nawab's permission. The British repaired the fort of Calcutta and placed cannon in them. This further angered Siraj Uddaul and he ordered the removal of the cannons from the fort, but the British refused to do so. This cause further angered Siraj Uddaul. Black Room Tragedy. Siraj Uddaul conquered Fort William easily and imprisoned some of Britishers. He imprisoned 146 Englishmen in a small room in the fort. Among those, 123 Englishmen died. That is called as the Black Hole Tragedy in Indian history. This angered Robert Clive and arrived in Bengal with a huge army. Our next point, Robert Clive's war techniques before waging war against Nawab Siraj Uddaul. Robert Clive attracted rich locals like Manik Chand, Omi Chand, Jagat Seth and others towards him. Clive was successful in convincing Mir Jafar, the military head of Siraj Uddaul, to stay neutral in the battle by offering him the post of Nawab of Bengal. Clive got support from Gasita Begum, unsatisfied aunt of Siraj Uddaul also. Encouraged by these developments, Robert Clive declared war against Siraj Uddaul. The war was taken place on 23rd of June in 1757 AD. Everything went according to the plan of Clive. Finally, Siraj Uddaul, who tried to escape from the battlefield, was captured and killed. The result of Battle of Plasi. This war brought out the immortal lack of unity among the Indians and the greed of Indian businessmen. Second one, Mir Jafar became the Nawab of Bengal. Third one, Mir Jafar had to pay rupees 17 crores and 70 lakh to British for the attack of Fort William by Siraj Uddaulah. Now the British Trade Company gained exclusive rights to trade in Bengal. Battle of Buxar in the year 1764 AD. Situation before the Battle of Buxar. Mir Jafar became a victim of the British Company and its employees. Even though the treasury went bankrupt due to greed of company and its officials were never satisfied. Gradually, Mir Jafar failed to fulfill the greediness of British. Now the British projected Mr. Mir Jafar as inefficient Nawab and appointed the son-in-law of Mir Jafar, Mir Qasim, as the new Nawab of Bengal. In the beginning, Mir Qasim remained loyal to the company. Qasim paid 2 lakh pounds to the company and gave away few places. Next, we will study reasons for Battle of Buxar of 1764 AD. Mir Qasim was an efficient administrator. Shortly afterwards, he declared himself an independent king. After verifying the misuse of dastakas, he declared all business was duty-free or tax-free in Bengal region. After this declaration, Indian traders competed against the British all spheres of businesses. As a result, the British trade suffered considerable losses. This was enough for the British to oppose the Nawab, Mir Qasim. Now British brought in Mir Jafar again and dethroned Mir Qasim. As Mir Qasim knew the cunningness of the British, he went for an organized war against them. Now, the Battle of Buxar 1764. Course of battle. Mir Qasim was supported by Indian merchants as well as artisans. Mir Qasim entered into the agreements with Mughal ruler Shah Alam II and Nawab of Oudh Shuja Uddaulah. The combined forces of Mir Qasim faced the British army led by Hector Munro at a place called Buxar in 1764 AD. Mir Qasim was defeated and ran away from battlefield, but Shah Alam II surrendered. The efforts of the combined forces to stop the British failed miserably. Friends, let us discuss effect or results of Battle of Buxar of 1764 AD. First one, the British got the Diwani rights over Bengal by Shah Alam II. The rights to collect land taxes was called Diwani rights. Shah Alam II gave away all the rights over Bengal to the British for an annual fee of rupees 20 lakhs. Third one, the Nawab of Oudh had to pay a fix of rupees 50 lakhs for waging a war against the company. Fourth one, with the death of Mir Jafar, the company paid pension to his son and took over the entire administration of Bengal. Fifth one, the Battle of Buxar made the British the real holders of power over Bihar, Bengal and Orissa regions. In the year 1765, Robert Clive brought in dual government policy. As per this policy, the British had the right to collect land taxes or revenue, whereas the Nawaba had power over administrative issues like justice and others. Like this, the British gained political control over India to protect their business interests or business profit. Thank you for watching my video. If you like our videos, please like, share and subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon to get new notifications about our upcoming videos. Thank you.